You ever wonder what's really going on when you hit that page not found error? You know the one. Turns out it's way more than just a dead end on the internet. We're going to decode the secret language of the 404 and uncover some surprisingly creative and, yeah, sometimes sinister stories it has to tell. Right? We've all been there. You click a link, you're expecting something, and bam, you hit this digital brick wall. It's a universal frustration for sure. But what's actually happening behind the scenes when a page just goes missing? All right, so to really get it, we need to decode the message itself. That number, 404, it isn't random at all. It's a very specific instruction in the language of the web. Here's the thing. A 404 isn't actually a total failure. It means your browser successfully found the server, and the server totally understood your request. Think of it like a librarian telling you, yep, I'm here to help, but that specific book you're looking for, it's missing from our shelves. The number itself is the code. That first 4 tells us the problem is likely on our end, maybe a mistyped URL or clicking on an old broken link. Then the 04 specifies the exact problem, not found. It's just a really simple, super efficient way for computers to tell each other what went wrong. Now, this is a whole different beast than a DNS error. A DNS error, to use our library analogy, is like the entire library has vanished. You can't even find the address. A 404, on the other hand, means you found the library just fine, but the book you wanted is gone. It's a subtle but really important distinction. But, of course, just when you think you've got it all figured out, the web throws a curveball. See, sometimes a not found page is actually lying to you. This is what we call a soft 404. So to you and me, it looks like an error page, but to a search engine, the server is sending a 200 OK code, basically saying, hey, everything's fine here. This page loaded perfectly. And this can cause search engines to index thousands of these fake error pages as if they're real content, which you can imagine is a huge problem for keeping the web useful and clean. And hey, if you thought soft 404s were complicated, well, even the basic 404 has some surprisingly specific variations. Let's just take a quick peek at how Microsoft has taken the 404 to a whole new level of detail. Yeah, Microsoft's web server software gets incredibly specific. You might get a 404.7 just because of a denied file extension, or a 404.14 because a URL is simply too long. It's this hidden layer of detail that really shows you just how complex the web's plumbing can get. Okay, so we've covered the tech, but the 404 error has this whole cultural life of its own, one that's both incredibly creative and, at times, surprisingly dark. At some point, web designers realized that a dead end doesn't have to be a frustrating experience. They started looking at the 404 page as a blank canvas, a chance to be helpful, to be creative, and maybe even do some good in the world. And the results are just amazing. I mean, you'll find everything from skateboarding polar bears that show off a brand's fun personality to little mini-games and interactive art projects. Some sites even use it for political messaging or, in the best cases, for some genuine social good. The Not Found project is just a brilliant example of this. They partner with websites to display information about missing children on their 404 pages. It's such a simple, powerful idea that turns a moment of online frustration into a chance to make a real-world difference. So, what happens when a page isn't actually missing? What if someone is using that 404 error to make you think it is? And this is where the 404 becomes a tool for censorship. See, serving a fake 404 creates this illusion that the content was deleted or maybe it never even existed in the first place, not that it's being actively blocked. It's a subtle but really powerful way to make information just disappear without a trace. And this technique has been used all over the world. In the UK, the clean feed system used it. It's been reported in Thailand, and in Tunisia before the revolution, it was so common that activists actually created a character named Amar 404 to personify the state's invisible internet censor. So as you can see, the 404 is way more than just a technical error. It's a cultural phenomenon. And for anyone who runs a website, or really anyone who cares about our digital history, it's a constant battle against something called link rot. Link rot is pretty much the natural decay of the web. As pages move and sites go offline, links just break. It's like the slow erosion of our collective digital library. Every single 404 is a tiny tear in the fabric of online knowledge, a potential loss of context, of data, or of history. Because of this, website owners are constantly hunting for broken links. And here's a pretty surprising fact.
A huge majority, we're talking over 80% of 404 errors are caused by broken links from other websites. So fixing them is this never-ending game of digital whack-a-mole, and it's absolutely essential for keeping a site healthy.
So, in the end, the 404 is so much more than an inconvenience. It's a symbol of lost information, of broken connections, and sometimes of deliberate erasure. As our history, our culture, and our knowledge moves more and more online, we really have to ask, what is the true cost of a dead end? And what pieces of our digital world are we willing to just let disappear?